What is up? My name is Ian, and I help people take their mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance. You know what the most dangerous game in the world is? It's the game of comparison. I think too many of us, especially with social media, especially with instant access to the internet, we do a fair share of comparison, and for the most part, it does not help us, like at all. We're so used to seeing people's highlight reels. We're so used to seeing people's, best version of themselves. Quite honestly, when you look at yourself, alone in your room at these pictures, you start comparing yourself. You start comparing your life from their immaculate, amazing life. You start to think that you're not, capable of ever achieving those things. You're not worthy of achieving anything. And you start to just break yourself apart all over a picture, over some person on social media, some person who has 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers, 1 million followers. And all that matters is junk. Because when you compare yourself, you're literally taking every great thing about you and kicking it out the back door. You're flushing it down the toilet. When in all reality, if you looked at some of those people online, if you saw what's outside of the camera lens, you'd see hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. You would see terrible relationships. You might see, and I'm not saying that all social media, like successful social media people are like this, but sometimes like when we're in a very broken down place and we look at other people's life, like we start to think that their life is perfect and they have everything going for themselves. When in all actuality, we might have a lot of things going for ourselves as well. But I'm saying to those people that are really comparing themselves to people who might not have the fruit on the tree that they would like. They might be pretty, they might smell good, but behind closed doors, they is broke. And you have to realize that in order for you to get above this threshold of where you're at today, you can't let negative comparisons push you back. You should only push you forward. Now, I'm going to give you an example and hopefully a way to help you realize that what you can do instead of comparing is actually activating your manifestation like frequency. Now, when you're going through social media and you're like seeing all these crazy like lifestyles, and you're seeing these people on boats, and you see these people in cool cars, maybe they're traveling around the world, I'm gonna encourage you to not necessarily compare, but get excited, because that's your manifestation. That is your victory by extension. Now, yes, it's not physically in your hands quite yet, but being that you're bringing it into your external reality, that actually is a reflection of you. Now, when you see someone that is achieving, that's manifesting great things in their life, that's yours by extension, because you are a counterpart of seeing that. Think about all the people that have never seen that, or will never see that picture that you saw. If you look at the percentage of how many people are on earth, probably like 0.0001% saw something that you really like and you are encouraged by. That is your manifestation by extension. So you should get excited when you see that. I know I was at the Apple store the other day, and I was just making a song, and I swear the person to the right of me and the person of the left of me both were buying the computer of my dream, the iMac Pro. And yes, I could have been, oh, you bastard, you rich ass old man, oh, you pony, you little shitheads, you little kids, like, you can't afford that. As much as I could have done that, I did the total opposite. I was excited that they were buying those computers because I knew that that was my victory by extension. Those were my computers by extension. But they just get to go and experience it as I continue to build that momentum and build that belief so that one day that computer does come in my life. And the thing is comparison can go both ways. You can compare yourself being a lesser, thinking that people are better than you, but you also can compare, people in the other sense where, you think that you're better than everybody else. And both ways are bad. Both ways don't lead to anything great. But the fact of the matter is that when other people achieve things, you should get excited. And when you start to achieve things, you want to share it with others. You want to share your experience and your abundance with others and give them the hope that they can do the same. And that's the powerful side of what comparison can do. I guess it's the polar of what comparison can do, and that is sharing the abundance, spreading the awareness that these two are your manifestations by extension. So hopefully I have been able to encourage you to, instead of comparing yourself, realize that those are your victories by extension, and that you can go further and you can go on with your day realizing that everybody else's victory is yours. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you liked this video and it was of use to you. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll catch you later. Namaste.